Hi everyone, it's Bryan with Puna Real Estate, and here with another weekly update with vacation rentals on the island of Oahu. Um, Pretty good week here for new listings, 7 new properties, and then also 7 sold listings. A couple of sold properties were off-market transactions, and you might find interesting, especially this 2-bedroom penthouse at Waikiki Sunset I'll be covering in a short time. And also, if you enjoy this video or these videos, I'd appreciate your support. It's always nice to know if people like this stuff, so like the video or you want to subscribe. Again, I'd be grateful for your support. But let's start here with this unit at Moana Hotel. So here we have a unit on the 15th floor, priced at $220,000. It says 6 days on the market. It was relisted. Actually, total market days on market is over a year now. And they call us a 1-bed, 1-bath. It's 349 square feet. City, marina, and canal views, but I consider this more of a studio. Let's show you some pictures here. It's just your typical. If it was an actual 1-bedroom, it'd be priced more than $220. So nothing too exceptional about this unit here. I think at $220, I wouldn't be surprised to see them get an offer sooner than later. Moving on to the Palms at Waikiki. This is a unit on the 7th floor, another studio, 271 square feet, mountain views, priced at $325. Show you a few pictures here. This is kind of just standard hotel furnishings for Palms at Waikiki. All right, next we have a studio at Luana, Waikiki on the 3rd floor, priced at $399, 313 square feet. City views. These are nice units. I really like how big the kind of kitchenette is, and just the furnishings. A lot of the units of Luana have these same type of bed, these lamps, little desk, TV stand over there, and the ones are just a really nice property in general. Likai on the 24th floor. This is a 1-bed, 1-bath, priced at $699,000. Now, this is one of the floors. If you are familiar or not familiar with Likai, it's a developer floor. So if you use, if you do nightly rentals, and you do not use the hotel management services, you have to pay a hotel daily housekeeping fee, as well as if there's any maintenance issues, you have to use the hotel's maintenance services, and it can be quite costly. But all these units and these regulations apply for units on the 2nd floor as well as 22 through 25, and all the units on those floors really have a very similar look here. They were all remodeled with the same kind of finishes. This is curious that they include this in the images. Here's this example of what the unit's doing on a monthly basis, $6,000. I would not base your annual performance just on this one statement. Things can vary quite a bit, but obviously this unit's being managed by the hotel operator. Okay, moving on, Waikiki Banyan. 2 units came on the Banyan this week, both owned by the same seller. This is on the 12th floor. 720, 1-bed, 1-bath. This has come with parking, 533 square feet, ocean sunset views. But there are no interior pictures, and this applies to the listing as well. The other unit, Banyan, on the 25th floor, city mountain views. Same thing, 1-bed, 1-bath, 1 parking. So I spoke to the listing agent just yesterday. He informed me that he had received 4 offers. They've already accepted an offer on this unit and an offer on the other unit, and the buyer is the same buyer for both units. Seller just decided he wanted to work with the same buyer for both these units. So 4 days on the market, 4 offers. Technically, this should be an escrow. The agent just obviously hasn't got around to putting them in an escrow yet. But things are still hot at Banyan, obviously. Now at Idai, we have a 2-bedroom on the 2nd floor, priced at $1.45. So as I mentioned earlier, this is another unit, developer floor, where you're going to be have to use either hotel management, or if you don't, you're going to be required to use or pay the hotel housekeeping fees, as well as use the maintenance services of the hotel if you want to do vacation rentals. If you do long-term rental management or long-term rentals, those regulations don't apply. So this is ocean marina canal views. I think their price is high, being it's on a developer floor and also on the second floor. You know, there you got peekaboo views, and definitely can be pretty noisy. This is the courtyard here. There's a little restaurant right over here, Cinnamon's, and some other boutique shops. So it gets pretty busy in this area. And then just to the right over here, you have the Modern Hotel, and their pool deck is right on the side of these trees here. So not the most private, and definitely going to be kind of noisy. But I'm a big fan of these 2 bedrooms. I see that's just not appealing. You're looking at the wall from the bedroom. Definitely some much better 2 bedrooms in the building. You could probably get at a lower price point as well. Now moving on to sold. Here we have Ala Moana Hotel, a studio, 10th floor, $8,000 below list price. Long time on the market. It's had city views and single bed. Kuhio Village, this is an interesting one, 11th floor, peekaboo ocean views, 6 days on the market, on the smaller side, 206 square feet. I had a client who was interested in this unit, and maybe the first or second day, I spoke to the listing agent, and he just said his phone was blowing up. So I really thought this was going to sell a lot higher than what it did. Cash offer, well, it sold for cash. But yeah, just $5,000. I think $285 is a pretty good purchase price for this unit with some ocean views. Island Colony. This is on the 10th floor studio. Just a little bit, $13,000 below list price. 10 days on the market. Show you a few pictures. This was a nicely done studio. Yeah, some good decor. And it's nice it had the cooktop and a full-size refrigerator, which is not too common for studios over Island Colony. And here's a studio over at Pacific Monarch on the 25th floor. This was an off-market transaction, 360 square feet, sold for cash for $470. No interior pictures, but did have ocean. 2508 stack is, you're up there. Not the stack that I prefer to be in, but you are going to have some ocean views. I'll just show you some of the common area. This is pictures taken from the rooftop deck. And they just recently remodeled the common areas and also the rooftop. This is actually an old picture. It looks different now. That's too bad. No current pictures here. But I think that's a great purchase price, $470. As you'll see next, here's another studio at Pacific Monarch on the 32nd floor. This is really one of the stacks I prefer, the 01 stack. 510. Sold for cash, 1 day on the market. Waikiki Sunset. This is a trophy property. This is a curious one. So I had clients. The buyer of this unit did a 1031 exchange, and the property sold. I actually had clients buy off market at Waikiki Sunset. It was a 2-bed, 2-bath. And so the buyer of this unit, he's also a real estate agent, longtime real estate agent on Oahu, also a very successful investor. He'd been working on this, trying to buy this property, this penthouse unit, for about a year, he told me. He was on good terms with the agent who helped the prior owner buy the unit, and eventually was able to convince the owner to sell. So 1.45 cash, but he was able to get a little over $200,000 credit for some repairs. But no other pictures in this one, but amazing views. I think with the credit, he got a great purchase there. Yeah, very happy for him. But what a great property. And lastly, we have a Waikiki Beach Tower on the 22nd floor, one of the most desirable vacation rental buildings in Waikiki and Oahu, just set back from kind of dead center Waikiki, just off from the beach. It is expensive though. It's really not the highest cash flow producing property. 105 days on the market, sold for $100,000 below list price. Look at your monthly dues though, $2,900 pretty much. A nice looking unit. I think this would be a great property if you want kind of like a vacation home that you're going to use a lot, but then you just want a unit that's going to provide some sort of income when you're not using it for personal use. But if you're going to drop $2.2 million and you just want an investment in on Oahu, there are some other properties that are going to cash flow better than Waikiki Beach Tower. And that's a wrap for this week. As always, thank you for watching, and any questions at all, contact me anytime. Have a great weekend.